these stories. So missed connections are real stories. Well, they're not stories, but they're like little posts that people will put on different websites. And it will be about a time where, usually recently, where they ran into someone or were hanging out and locked eyes with someone and sort of had a spark or a connection, right? And they didn't talk to that person, or maybe they talked to that person but they didn't get their name or their number, and they want to see if they can meet that person again. They want to see if that person felt the same spark as them, the same connection as them, and kind of see if it could possibly turn into something. Now, I'm sure it could be like friendships, but I feel like it's usually sort of more of like a love connection, you know, or wanting to be that. So anyways, it's not called like friendships or love because it's just any connection. But usually, yeah, it's like if you have a spark with someone or you locked eyes with someone, pretty much anywhere, on the subway, at a restaurant, at a party, at a bar, like it could happen anywhere, at a park bench, let's say. So I found a couple different posts on different websites and apps and things. So I thought it would be interesting to read them and get into it. And I thought that they were usually in, let me put my coffee down here. I thought that they were usually in like a certain area, like vicinity, like a city, perhaps, because it would like narrow it down. But now I'm noticing that you can post from all over the world. So I didn't know that, but it's funny and interesting, so let's get into it. I'm gonna use the isawYou.com app for this, or website for this. I don't know if they have an app, but I'm looking at their website. And also, there is like different ones on different sites, but there's also like a Missed Connections New York, which I thought was interesting as well. So if we get through these, then maybe we'll switch on to the New York one as well. But I had seen this on another ASMR artist's video years ago. She had done it from like, I think the Craigslist Missed Connections, and I had mentioned it on my last video that I wanted to make this video. So anyways, let's get into it, okay? Missed Connections. Okay, wait, let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay, let's get into it. Sarah met Talai at Fatboy Slim in Brighton, Thursday, July 16th. We spoke for ages, laughed a lot, smiled a lot, gave each other really beautiful compliments, and I let you walk away without getting your number. See what I said about missing that phone number? It would be great to reconnect, have fun, and spend some more time getting to know ... I guess that's where you leave it off as like friendship or more, okay? So on this one, they're allowed to put like a little star with some highlighted words that they want to attach to their little article. So it says fun, treats, and adventures. And this is signed Adam Talai. Okay, so I thought it was Sarah talking, but apparently it's Adam talking, and this is from Brighton and Hove, and it has the British flag. This is how I knew it was from all over the world. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next. Alright, the next one is called Cute Dark-Haired Guy at the 6th Avenue in Formal Attire. I saw you around 12:50 to 1 p.m. You were outside a building on your phone. I wanted to say something, but I was shy. You had sort of long hair like Tag Jones. And then there's like a little star, and is from America, okay? I don't have to guess what the flags are, thank goodness, because it's like telling me. Okay, the next one is cute Hondureña living in a CDMX. We were at the Casa del Ron Airport Lounge in Guatemala City chatting for a bit. You were catching a flight back to CDMX. I had to leave to board my flight but never got your name. And there's like a little star. Good food. So, and then there's like an email, but I'm not going to read the email. Okay, so I guess the airport lounge has good food there. So that's what they wanted to highlight. And that is the Guatemalan flag. So that is from Guatemala. Okay. The next one says, help me find James, 29, in Ireland. Okay, if I knew that we could find anyone, anywhere, in any country, I would have looked for that Swedish boy that I kissed in Las Vegas 20 years ago. Oh my god, I don't really know if it was 20 years ago, but maybe 15. Anyways, I don't think we had misconnections back then. Okay. So, we met each other online, started chatting for a while, and then the app froze before we could exchange info. All I have to go on is his name says James, 29 years old. Primary school teacher, taught 6 years old last year, has 2 older. Hold on, I gotta click. I didn't realize that I can click it and get like the whole paragraph. So, James is 29. Primary school teacher, taught 6-year-old last year, has 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother. He's 1.5 years younger. Okay, you know everything about this person. He's been single for about 2 years now. Has friends who live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. 5'11", brown hair, brown eyes. Also, I believe I know he doesn't live in Dublin, but I forget the city he said he lives in. Someone please know who he is and contact us. Oh, I'm sorry, and connect us. I was like, contact us. Who's us? I can't read. Okay, someone please know who he is and connect us. With a cry face. Okay, and her little star highlight at the bottom says, whatever you want as a reward. Excuse me, girl, are you flirting here? Of course, I guess everyone's flirting. Signed, Carly. Okay, so, this is from Dublin, with the Dublin flag. And, yeah, she wants to find James, but really, wouldn't it be funny if someone found each other from this video? Because this is like double missed connections over here. Okay, so, that's all I'm seeing on this one from 3 days ago. Let me see. Okay, so let's see what is next. Okay, the next one is EasyJet men on the plane. Monday, March 25th, 2024. Okay, this was posted July 19th, but it's coming from 2024, so I don't know what's going on here. 8 a.m. EasyJet flight, Luton to Geneva. You sat 4D, I sat 4F. You turned off my air vent when I was cold, bought me a sandwich. I was too shy to eat it. I want to meet you, say thank you, and apologize for being shy. And this has a little star highlight, coffee. Alright, this one is a little bit different because it happened in 2024, so I haven't seen that sort of post very often. It's usually something that like just happened, but again, you never know. Alright, 4 days ago. Wait, that last one was from London. Okay, we have another one. Cute guy in Wood Green. We chatted at the bus stop after the cinema. We both watched The Invite at Wood Green Cineworld, and after you came up to me at the bus stop to chat about the film. I believe you said your name was Ryan. Oh, that's a little cute one. It's short and sweet. Signed, Anna from London again. Okay, Fernando at Soho Grand Hotel Club Room in Nueva York. I jumped in your photo, and soon our connection and kiss was magical and intense. You and your best friends are in New York for the World Cup. We tried to send the photos, but they didn't come through, which means we didn't save our numbers. Your friends were encouraging us. Our chemistry was beautiful. What? That does sound magical and intense. Okay, the highlight star says a drink and another kiss. Alright, signed Lindsay, and it says Mexico City. So, Fernando, if you're out there, she's looking for you. Message her back. Okay, so that is super cute. I love a connection like that. Hopefully, all you missed connection people meet each other. Okay, the next one is from 4 days ago. Red-haired girl dancing to David Byrne. You were dancing to David Byrne. I don't know how that's how you pronounce. I'm having a lot of difficulty with the words today. We chatted. I should have asked for your number. You're beautiful. You're a great dancer. The highlight says a gig of your choice, and it's signed K. Way to stay anonymous. This is from England as well. Okay, so the last one, she posted it twice. One saying Mexico City as the flag, and then the other one saying New York, US as the flag. So I guess because one of them is from Mexico City and one of them is from New York, so yeah, they did post that twice, just in case. So, I just thought of something. I hope this isn't like getting anybody in trouble. And, I apologize for that if that happens. But if you know any of these people and you can reconnect them because they want to be connected, then, comment down below and help them out. Okay, or contact them, I guess. Okay, 5 days ago, beautiful woman at the gas pump. I was pumping gas at the Safeway yesterday about 3 p.m., and you pulled up on the other side. We exchanged pleasantries. I thought it was just a nice encounter, but I can't get your beautiful smile out of my head. This is coming from the US of A. Tacoma, it says. And they say, I have long hair, was wearing a black hoodie. Coffee or dinner is the highlight there. I'll take coffee and dinner. I can't read their name, so I'm just gonna say it's signed by Z. The next one is saw you in a Giant Eagle, July 15th at 3:30 p.m. You were in a sundress and stopped in front of the Giant Eagle liquor store, then turned around with your cart and stopped around the corner. You were the sexiest thing I've ever seen, and should have approached you, and I'll regret it for the rest of my life if I can't talk to you. Signed, Doug. And this is from the US of A. Chardon, it says, wherever that is. I don't know, but anyways, reach out to Doug there. Okay, I'm going to move on to the NYC ones because we've had enough of these. Okay, we are in the Missed Connections, New York now. F train, 2 p.m., 7:23. Girl wearing Adidas and small purse. I'm the tall blonde guy wearing a white t-shirt and Adidas sneakers. Looking for the girl who was sitting at the end of the row and got out at Broadway, Lafayette when I got onto the B train. You had Adidas sneakers and a small purse under your shoulder. Brown hair. I noticed us both looked This one is called A Train Cutie. You were with two friends. I was staring at you for sure. We caught eyes a couple of times. You moved closer because your friend sat down. We were now too close to keep looking at each other without having to interact. We both got off at Utica. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Utica. I don't know. I thought surely this was the chance, but we went in opposite directions. Dang. Okay, train cutie, if you see this, respond to this person. Alright, the next one is a city bike in Soho. I was biking home at the beginning of June and I had my Beats headphones on. I had stopped at a light, was also extremely lost because I was taking a new route home. I think I was also in the wrong lane. You came up to me, slowly. Initially, I was worried that you were going to tell me off for being in the wrong lane. So I was dreading that a bit. But instead, you came up to me and told me, I just wanted to tell you that you're really pretty. I got so flustered and just stared. You asked me if I thought that was weird. And I panicked, said yes, and frantically biked away. I've kicked myself for it since. Oh no. This is horrible. Well, I hope that it works out for you guys because I could kind of see that happening if you're like flustered. And a lot of times when you like feel a spark or have a crush on someone instantly, you get nervous and do things that like you wouldn't normally do or that you shouldn't do because you do like them, you know. But for some reason we like act weird sometimes. Okay, let's do one more. NYC ferry on Sunday. I, a blonde gal, was taking the ferry with friends on Sunday around 1 p.m. and you, a blonde guy, LOL. And your two friends walked up on the upper level and we exchanged a few glances. I was sitting with my two friends and you kept looking over from the railing. Think I caught maybe a British accent. Then y'all got off at the Dumbo stop and sadly we stayed on. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. What is the Dumbo spot? I have been on the NYC ferry, but I don't recall the name of that stop. But that reminds me of Disney. Okay, alright, I was gonna end it there, but this is kind of an interesting one. So let's do this one too. Well-nourished Robert Pattinson. I've been seeing you on the 6th train for a couple of years on my morning commute. I get on at 14th and we both get off at 33rd. You get off on the right exit and I get off to the left. Wow, this has been going on for a while. When I transfer from across the platform and you're there looking like a young, more nourished Robert Pattinson, I feel something between frenetic butterflies and comfort. More nourished Robert Pattinson. Okay, guys. I mean, in his defense, he was made to look, you know, very pale. For a reason. Okay. Alright. Let's get back to it. I'm cracking up. It's usually around 8:52. I like that we both cut it close. I don't think I've seen you since the winter, and I like your hair grown out. I've wanted to talk to you a couple times, but you always have AirPods in. I mean, that he might not want anybody to talk to him. Today you wore a t-shirt somewhere on the blue-gray color scale and a black backpack. It's cool that you wear jeans to work. Your brown bloodstones are perfectly worn in. I was wearing a black knitted tank top, navy linen pants, and brown leather sandals, and reading This Ragged Grace by Octavia Bright. To anyone following, I highly recommend. I have dirty blonde hair and brown eyes. Okay, so that one's kind of interesting because it seems that it's been going on for quite some time, with possibly one person knowing about it and not the other. Or maybe they do, you never know. Some people are just quiet and shy. Okay, so that one was kind of interesting. I mean, I wonder if a lot of people connect that way of like being on subways or metros or something ways as well. But that's sort of fun to kind of meet someone on the subway or something. Okay, so these are all the misconnections that I have for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, I can make more. I hope that all these misconnections find each other, and if you guys know them, you can give them a boost and help them out. And if they're not supposed to connect, then don't do that. And if you weren't supposed to be somewhere and someone just put it out on a public website and I just talked about it, then I'm sorry. But, it's public space. Okay. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Actually, you